Okay, to get started with your new first-time home buyer lead system, you want to look for the email we sent notifying you that your home buyer lead system is ready. There's two important things in that email. First of all, there is a custom advertising graphic that you will need for your Facebook ad later in this process. Please just download it from the email and save it to your computer somewhere where you can find it. Secondly, you'll find a link to your new lead capture system. You'll want to go to your new lead capture page and test out the system so you're familiar with how it will work for prospects in your area. So simply click on the link in the email. It'll take you out to your new lead capture system. Obviously, your system will be all customized for you and your business. Take a look at it. Make sure there are no changes to the wording or the design that you'd like us to do. If there is, just reply to the email that you got telling us what you want changed. But then try out your system. Just click one of the buttons on the page, then fill out the form just like any user would. Okay, and then submit the form. And you'll see that your system has what's called a thank you page. Okay, so what does that do? Well, it tells people that they have successfully signed up and kind of sets the expectation for the next step. It's telling them that the details of your first-time home buyer program will be emailed shortly. But it also gives them an opportunity to, if they're in the process of just taking action, it tells them what your direct phone number is. Some people just be on a roll and they want to pick up the phone and figure out how does this program work and how can they get started. So your thank you page also gives them that opportunity. Now, for every form that is filled out by a prospect interested in your first-time homebuyer program, you'll get an email like this. It will have the person's name who signed up, their email address, and their phone number, which we typically leave as an optional field, but you'll usually get 8 out of 10 people putting the phone number because they think it's required. Okay? So this is what one of your lead notifications looks like. And here is what we recommend for converting the most leads into customers. Do 4 things in this order. First, start with a text. Every telephone number you get on your lead capture form, you should test to see if it's a cell phone number. You want to text them as fast as you can, telling them that you're working on their request. So if somebody is asking for the first-time homebuyer program, simply set up a little cut and paste kind of reply that you can do on your cell phone. Just say, "Thank you, we received your request for the down payment assistance program. I'll be emailing you the information shortly." And again, you want to do this as fast as possible. Like if you can drop everything you're doing right when you get the notification and text them immediately, you will convert way more. Okay? This is your first opportunity to make a good impression. You do not want to look like you're lackadaisical and you take your time and you're really not attentive. You want to look like you're on top of things, you're super fast, you're super attentive, you're super responsive. That will make a much better first impression for you. And first impressions mean a lot. Secondly, you then want to email the information of your first-time home buyer program over to them. Okay, so you want to have 4 or 5 or 6 bullet points that lay out what your program is. You preferably want it on one page. Do not get too lengthy. People do not have the attention span to read lots of stuff anymore. Just hit them with the bullet points of what the details of your program are and tell them to call you or text you to get started. Okay? Always remember to have a call to action that gets them in touch with you. Have that in that email. Now, if you want us to develop a very nice, professional-looking, one-page bullet point PDF file of your program details, there's a link below this video where you can see an example and you can buy a custom file that we develop for you so that you can email that to them. So either create your own or you can buy one. We'll custom build it for you. All right, third step. After you email them, immediately text them again and tell them you sent the information in email and they should check it out. Okay, so at this point we're at a text, tell them you're working on the request, email the information of the program, text them again, tell them you emailed them the program information. All this should happen very fast. In fact, if you could get all three of these steps to happen in 15 minutes, you are going to convert a lot more. All right? Now, if you don't have any conversation or any back and forth or any affirmation or anything from your texting or emailing just yet, you're on to the fourth step. It's time to pick up the phone and call them. And again, all four of these steps could happen very fast, and you absolutely want them to happen the same day. Okay? So this is the recommended communication process that we see working best across all clients. And the reason is texts are opened 90% of the time, but emails are only being opened 25% of the time now across all people. So you have a much higher percentage chance of getting in touch with somebody via text. And that's why you want to incorporate as much texting into your process as you can. All right? So remember this. Text, email, text, call. That's the process. And then certainly you have to have a follow-up system. All right? If you want to convert more of these, you want to follow up down the road with anybody that you haven't been in touch with. You want to send them maybe a weekly reminder. All right? Now, let's talk about conversion percentages. I mean, what percentage of your leads should you be able to convert, or should you target to convert? Well, don't think it's going to be 70, 80, 90% or 100% of your leads. That's not how internet leads work. Your objective should be more like 5 to 10% of the leads you get, you want to close. Even if you're only doing 5%, you are making gobs of money, okay? Because 100 leads might cost you $500. If you're closing 5%, that's 5 closings out of $500 of advertising. Okay, and 5 closings is going to get you a lot of money. You know, maybe $15,000 even on small closings. So keep it all in perspective. You're not out there to close 80, 90, 100% of the leads. So don't get discouraged if you don't get anything out of the first 5 leads. Okay? Keep plugging along. You only need 5% to make gobs of money. So I just wanted to take a moment and put that into perspective and set the expectation for you going forward. This is how internet leads work. You don't have to close them all. 5% is all you need to kill it. So keep this follow-up process in mind. If you have any questions, again, you can reply to the email that we sent you. We're happy to give you as much guidance as possible. We want this to work for you as much as you want it to work for you. Okay? So I hope that walkthrough gave you an idea of what your prospects will experience and what you'll experience when you get your lead notifications, and what you should do with every lead to convert it better. So go ahead and move on to the next video in your training area here and learn how to set up your Facebook ad.